The music industry is mourning the loss of Steve Cropper, one of the most influential guitarists and songwriters in American music history. His death at the age of 84 was confirmed by his family, with the announcement stating that he passed away peacefully in Nashville. No cause of death was released. Within hours, tributes began to appear across social media, with messages from fellow musicians, industry colleagues, and longtime fans. Among the most notable were the tributes from Eric Clapton and Keith Richards, whose statements immediately gained attention and became widely shared online. Cropper was best known for his work with Booker T and the MGs, and for his role as a guitarist, songwriter, and producer at Stax Records. His career spanned more than 6 decades, during which he contributed to several landmark recordings in the history of soul and R&B. His influence extended across multiple genres, and his collaborations included work with Otis Redding, Sam and Dave, Wilson Pickett, and many others. Following his death, several publications highlighted his status as one of the most respected and foundational musicians of his generation. Eric Clapton released a detailed tribute, describing Cropper as one of the most skilled and disciplined musicians he had ever worked with. Clapton emphasized Cropper's unmatched understanding of arrangement, tone, and structure. He noted that Cropper was a musician who focused on serving the song rather than drawing attention to himself. Clapton's message quickly circulated through the music community, with many calling it one of the most significant tributes issued after Cropper's death. Keith Richards also issued a public statement. His message was brief, but it carried considerable weight. Richards wrote that it was difficult to say goodbye to someone he considered both a collaborator and a friend. He stated that he was grateful for the time they spent working together and expressed appreciation for Cropper's professionalism and reliability. Richards' tribute was widely shared by fans of the Rolling Stones and by the broader rock community, who acknowledged the importance of his words as news of Cropper's death spread. Major outlets provided updates about his career. Born in 1941, Cropper began playing guitar as a teenager and became heavily involved in the Memphis music scene by his late teens. His early work led him to Stax Records, where he became a central figure in the creation of the label's signature sound. As a member of Booker T and the MGs, he played on numerous recordings that would later be recognized as defining works of American popular music. Cropper's songwriting career included co-writing "Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay" with Otis Redding, a song that remains one of the most recognized and commercially successful tracks in the history of soul music. His contributions extended to other major hits, including "In the Midnight Hour," "Knock on Wood," and "Green Onions." These works are widely cited as essential components of the development of soul, R&B, and early rock influences. Throughout his career, Cropper maintained a reputation for precision, efficiency, and restraint in his playing style. Many guitarists who have spoken publicly since his death described him as a musician who avoided unnecessary flourishes and focused instead on clarity and purpose. His approach to performance and production is frequently referenced in modern music education programs, where his work is used as an example of professional discipline and strong musical judgment. In addition to his studio work, Cropper toured extensively. He later gained renewed public visibility through his involvement in the Blues Brothers projects, including performances, recordings, and feature films. His role in the band introduced him to new generations of fans and added another significant chapter to his already well-established career. In the days following his passing, industry analysts and music historians provided commentary on his long-term influence. Several noted that Cropper played a major role in shaping the identity of Stax Records, one of the most important labels in American music history. Others highlighted his ability to collaborate effectively across genres, contributing to rock, soul, R&B, country, and pop recordings over the course of several decades. Meanwhile, fan reactions continued to accumulate on social media platforms. Many users posted classic recordings, shared personal stories, and referenced moments when Cropper's music played a role in their lives. Some fans highlighted how often his work was heard on radio, in films, on television, and in cultural events. Cropper's music had become integrated into the broader soundtrack of American life. and fans expressed appreciation for the consistency and quality of his output. While tributes have continued from various corners of the music world, no official funeral announcement has been made yet. The family has not released details regarding the date, location, or format of the service. Industry observers expect that a public memorial or celebration of life event may be held. Given Cropper's influence and his long list of collaborators across multiple genres, however, until the family provides official confirmation, no formal arrangements have been reported in the absence of funeral details. Several institutions have begun preparing their own commemorative responses. Music organizations, including museums and historical archives, have expressed interest in hosting tribute events. Curators have noted that Cropper's contributions to music history make him a candidate for multiple retrospective exhibits, and discussions about such projects are already underway. Professional musicians have also expressed interest in honoring Cropper through tribute concerts. These concerts would likely feature guitarists, vocalists, and groups influenced by his work and may span both soul and rock genres. Plans remain tentative, but industry insiders anticipate announcements within the coming weeks as tributes from musicians continue. Many have focused specifically on the impact Cropper had on guitarists. His disciplined style, clean phrasing, and sharp rhythmic sensibility are often cited in interviews as qualities that modern players should study. Several prominent musicians described him as one of the clearest examples of how to approach the guitar as a supportive instrument rather than a lead voice. In professional settings, this approach is considered essential, and Cropper's work has repeatedly been cited as an instructional model. Some analysts have pointed out that Cropper's influence extends beyond performance. His work as a producer also shaped the sound of numerous recordings. Many of the hits he produced became foundational in defining the sonic character of American R&B and soul. His ability to work efficiently in the studio, guide vocalists, and arrange instrumental parts made him a valuable collaborator for a wide roster of artists. Since his death, our radio stations have dedicated airtime to his work. Several networks created special broadcasts highlighting his contributions, playing selections from his career, and providing context for music historians. These programs, widely streamed online, have introduced new listeners to his catalog while offering longtime fans an opportunity to revisit familiar recordings. Eric Clapton and Keith Richards remain central figures in the public discussion following Cropper's passing. Their tributes are being referenced in opinion columns, radio segments, and digital publications. Commentators note that both musicians have influenced guitarists around the world, that their recognition of Cropper emphasizes his significance within the industry. Their statements continue to circulate widely, reinforcing the depth of respect Cropper earned from his peers as the music world waits for official funeral information. Cropper's legacy continues to be examined and acknowledged. His contributions span decades of recording history, and his work remains part of the core curriculum for musicians studying American soul and R&B. His influence on guitar technique, songwriting, production, and studio collaboration leaves an extensive imprint that continues to shape modern music. Cropper's passing marks the end of a major chapter in American music. His work will remain widely heard, studied, and referenced for generations. The tributes from Eric Clapton and Keith Richards reflect a sentiment shared across the industry that Steve Cropper was a key figure in shaping the sound of popular music, and his absence will be felt deeply. Further announcements are expected when the family finalizes funeral arrangements, and additional memorial events are anticipated throughout the music community in the coming months.